When you look at the crowds today, you have maybe 5,000–6,000 people here. On the streets yesterday, 1 million people, 1 million Iranians in the street for the Ayatollah Khomeini. Does that not give you concern? Does that not make you afraid?
Because they are afraid, yeah, that's right. And most of the people don't say anything because they are afraid. And they are in silence, you know, they don't say anything.
Is this the silent majority of Iran out here now?
Yes, that's right.
Do you want the Shah to return?
Yes, Shah, return to the country.
What about you, Shah? Why do you want the Shah? Why does she want the Shah?
ما شاه میخوایم ما بیچاره این
شادی کشتنش حلاله کجای قرآن گفته
"47 years we've been bleeding in the dark, under the shadow of the Islamic regime, with a stone-cold heart. They silenced our voices, they turned off our light. 58 days without internet, but we still fought the night. Our children took the streets, they raised their empty hands, and the world looked away. Do you understand? Do you know Europe? Do you know what's been done? Do you know Europe? 42,000 souls are gone, killed in 2 days by a regime drenched in blood. Do you know Europe? Or have you that's all it took. Mothers and fathers and sons, did you even look? We stand with Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi, our hope and voice. Millions behind him marching, he is our only choice. He only fights for freedom, democracy and human rights. But you mock him in your chambers while he fights for our lives, to pull us out of this darkness, this century-long night, while you sign deals with our killers and call it diplomatic right. Do you know Europe? Do you know what's been done? Do you know Europe? They hang 60-40 souls one by one, hanged within 4 months by a regime drenched in blood. Do you know Europe? Or have you just given up? Do you know Europe? Do you feel anything at all? Or did something break inside you while Iran answered the call? Do you know Europe? What happened to you, Europe? What made you so cold? What turned your heart to stone while our story went untold? Is oil worth more than blood? Is silence worth the shame? Because while you negotiate with murderers, we are dying, calling your name. Do you know Europe? Do you know what's been done? Do you know Europe? 42,000 souls are gone, killed in 2 days by a regime drenched in blood. Do you know Europe? Or have you just given up? Do you know Europe? We are still here, we are still strong. Do you know Europe? How much longer? How much longer? How long? Do you know Europe?
To all of our friends around the world, under the yoke of the Islamic Republic, Iran is identified in your minds with terrorism, extremism, and poverty. The real Iran is a different Iran, a beautiful, peace-loving, and flourishing Iran. It is the Iran that existed before the Islamic Republic, and it is the Iran that will rise again from its ashes the day the Islamic Republic falls. So let me be clear about how a free Iran will act towards its neighbors and the world after the fall of this regime. In security and foreign policy, Iran's nuclear military program will end. Support for terrorist groups will cease immediately. A free Iran will work with regional and global partners to confront terrorism, organized crime, drug trafficking, and extremist Islamism. Iran will act as a friend and a stabilizing force in the region, and it will be a responsible partner in global security. In diplomacy, relations with the United States will be normalized, and our friendship with America and her people will be restored. The State of Israel will be recognized immediately. We will pursue the expansion of the Abraham Accords into the Cyrus Accords, bringing together a free Iran, Israel, and the Arab world. A new chapter will begin, grounded in mutual recognition, sovereignty, and national interest. In energy, Iran holds some of the largest oil and gas reserves in the world. A free Iran will become a reliable energy supplier to the free world. Policymaking will be transparent. Iran's actions will be responsible. Prices will be predictable. In transparency and governance, Iran will adopt and enforce international standards. Money laundering will be confronted. Organized corruption will be dismantled. Public institutions will answer to the people. In the economy, Iran is one of the world's last great untapped markets. Our population is educated, modern, with a diaspora that connects it to the four corners of the world. A democratic Iran will open its economy to trade, investment, and innovation, and Iran will seek to invest in the world. Opportunity will replace isolation. This is not an abstract vision. It is a practical one, grounded in national interest, stability, and cooperation. To achieve this, now is the time to stand with the Iranian people. The fall of the Islamic Republic and the establishment of a secular, democratic government in Iran will not only restore dignity to my people, it will benefit the region and the world. A free Iran will be a force for peace, for prosperity, and for partnership.
وقتی واسه غم نی گرچه قصه هامون کم نیست همه خسته این قبولم ما فرصتی واسه ماتم نیست روشن میشه فردا خورشید سرزمین ما سرم باز و سینه سپر بلند میگم جاوید شاه وقتی واسه غم نی گرچه قصه هامون کم نیست همه خسته این قبولم ما فرصتی واسه ماتم نیست روشن میشه فردا خورشید سرزمین ما سرم باز و سینه سپر بلند میگم جاوید شاه روبروم یه واژه یه هدف به نام انتقامه پشت سرم دعای مادر و تو دستم تفنگ بابامه رو زبونم اسم شاه بگین عشق بی انتهاست هر جا اسم ایران اومد اونجا صدای بچه رضاست فردا می نویسن تو کتاب قصه دیمار بگو با تیر جنگی کشتن بچه های بیگناه رو بگو از بخت مادرها شیر زنا و دخترامون بگو تنها شهید شدیم تا تنها نمون شامون وقتی واسه غم نی گرچه قصه هامون کم نیست همه خسته این قبولم ما فرصتی واسه ماتم نیست روشن میشه فردا خورشید سرزمین ما سرم باز و سینه سپر بلند میگم جاوید شاه وقتی واسه غم نی گرچه قصه هامون کم نیست همه خسته این قبولم ما فرصتی واسه ماتم نیست روشن میشه فردا خورشید سرزمین ما سرم باز و سینه سپر بلند میگم جاوید شاه وقتی واسه غم نی گرچه قصه هامون کم نیست همه خسته این قبولم ما فرصتی واسه ماتم نیست روشن میشه فردا خورشید سرزمین ما سرم باز و سینه سپر بلند میگم جاوید شاه
سلام من به تو یار قدیمی منم همون هوادار قدیم
سید سلام چطوری مردک کلی کتلت شدین دایی بدون مدرک سلام بسیجی قهرمان رفتی پیش توسی با پنیر و یه نون سنگک سلام به محفل قرآنیتون سلام به مدیرای بحرانیتون سلام به حاجی اکبر و طوله هاش و خارج و رفقای ارگانیتون سلام به دزدای پول ملت که تش میفتین توی تور ملت سلام به همه شما کرکسایی که دارین نونتون رو میزنین تو خون ملت ساکتش زیر دست و پاک و تک بخورین حالا هی به یه بادکنک بدوین سلام آخر تو زندان باشه وقتی قرار به این آب خنک بخورین مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا اینو بگذاریم به خاک میرسیم تجزیه طلبی که به خاک بیرسیم ایران مردمش وطن پرستن از کرد تا بلوچ بری به فاک میرسی توف به هر کی مرسی است توف به هر کی در پی تجزیه است توف به لوی و همونی که شیفته ی گل ملیگران تو وطن خدا نستی هست سر کردستان همه برپا شدن بلوچستان فدای مهسا شدن شم واحد که شیر و خورشید ما بقی جعلیا تنها شدن شادی باشه واسه همه در میهن کور بشه چه شهرچی اهریمن رخه رو بگی تا اون 6 کلاس سواد و خبرگان و مجد سری ترجیحن شبهای عروس و دامادی باشه برن سلامتی نوش کنن و آبادی باشه لحظت کجاست میدون شهیاده به سمت اتوبان آزادی باشه سلام به نسل ندید پدیدا نبودیم ندیدیم قدیمتی ما شاه بود تو شادی کل میزدین حالا شاه بر میگرده پیک میزنین مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا
اگه به این خوشگلی با اونو آیده بود اسم این مشخواهن رو توش بیاریم ولی خب لازم بود دیگه فکر کنم بانو آیده
Let's go.
میخوام بگم از دلم، از عشق به این میهنم، به امید روز شکست دشمن شاه برمیگرده به وطن. برگشتن پهلوی، وحشت هر اجنبی، بلند بگو همشهری شاه رضا پهلوی. نظام رسیده پرتگاه، بلند بگو جاوید شاه. برگشت شاه به میهن، دوای درد وطن. این آخرین نبرده، پهلوی برمیگرده. داره میاد پهلوی، زجه بزن سید علی، راه نجات وطن. پهلوی هموطن، ایران میشه گلستان. شاه که بیاد به ایران، ایران که شاه نداره، حساب کتاب نداره. آخون باید گم بشه، توپ تانک فشفشه. گم شو بیرون اجنبی، داره میاد پهلوی. فریاد بزن جاوید شاه، شعار هر وطن خواه. ما شاه میخوایم نه ملا، بذار بشنوه دنیا. ایرانی داد بزن، شاه تو فریاد بزن. برگشتن پهلوی، وحشت هر اجنبی، بلند بگو هموطن. شاه رضا پهلوی، فریاد بزن جاوید شاه، شعار هر وطن خواه. بلند بگو جاوید شاه، شعار هر وطن خواه. فریاد بزن جاوید شاه، شعار هر وطن خواه. فریاد بزن جاوید شاه، شعار هر وطن خواه. بلند بگو جاوید شاه، شعار هر وطن خواه.
Look at us here today. We see so many flags representing so many nations. We know we are not alone, and we thank you for being with us. For all people around the world who stand today in unity with the Iranian people, this is not just because it's good for us, and you do it out of compassion and care for our rights to liberty and justice and equality and human rights. But understand that it is in your best interest too, to have, unlike this regime that has been propagating terror and radicalism, we the people of Iran are peacemakers and not warmongers. We like to be friends, especially with the free world. We'd like to be able to have the best neighborly relationship with the people of our area and the region, with the Arab countries, with Israel, and all our other neighbors. We are fighting for justice, we're fighting for human rights, we are fighting for liberty, we're fighting to put an end to all sorts of discrimination. Because as an Iranian, I stand here to tell you that I've dedicated 47 years of my life because I think that my country deserves far better than what we have right now. To now understand that their best remedy is to support the people of Iran, because ultimately a free Iran will be your best partner, not just to bring stability and peace, but it will be in your best economic interest and opportunities. Together we can prosper again, and the world will be so different once the Iranian people are free. I am here to guarantee a transition to secular democratic future. I am committed to be that leader of transition for you, so we can one day have the final opportunity to decide the fate of our country through a democratic, transparent process, through the ballot box and free elections. And let's make sure that this time, especially the free nations of this world and their governments, stand on the right side of history.
Well, Durud, patriots. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to day 162 of Iran Revolution Live with your wonderful and amazing host, Mr. Armin Navabi.
And your wonderful and amazing host, Goldie Ghamari.
Thank you so much. Armin, how are you doing today?
Oh my God, good. I made this short video that you told me.
Oh, you did?
So
Let's
yes,
see.
I did.
Can you share it with us?
Yes.
When did you post it?
A couple of. It took me a while to edit, so I need to get better at it, faster at it. But let me actually share. Okay, why is my screen showing? All right, I'll show you. And this is my first attempt at getting a good edited. So this is just like it's probably not as good as it should be. All right, so here, should I play it?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. The Iranian people are ready, not to negotiate, not even to protest. The Iranian people are ready to fight. All they need is to be armed. They need weapons. They've tried everything else. They tried reform. They tried toppling the regime in the millions. They tried asking world powers to kill their enemies. And now they're ready for the next step, to take matters into their own hands. All they need is weapons. Arm them. And I know this. I know this because I talk to them every day. And they talk to me. And they ask me, tell the world, arm us. They send me videos of themselves with signs that says, arm us. They told me, Armin, send these videos to the world. And I did. And the world listened.
More Iranians inside the country are sending direct messages to the outside world, asking for more people in Iran to get weapons and basically get armed.
But will they respond? This is the chance for the world to empower the Iranian people, to liberate themselves, and by doing so, save the world from this great evil, once and for all. Let the Iranian people finish the job. It's time. Let them fight. Arm the Iranian people.
Wow.
Hey.
So, okay, Armin, that short, like the content was excellent. Can I give you some constructive criticism?
Of course, that's why I shared it again.
Okay, thank you. So first of all, that was phenomenal, okay? But do you still have like the actual like the work project or whatever? Like for like can you continue to edit that video?
Of course.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to recommend. The video that you made shouldn't actually be a short. You should upload that as like a video, like a 3-minute YouTube video, right? Like a full on video with the 16:9. And then your short should actually be like less than 60 seconds, because the way that like a YouTube short works is you want it to be very concise, to the point. You want to get people's attention right away, because that short is what will bring people to your channel and get you new subscribers. So that was excellent. Like, keep the video, keep it, but I would say re-upload that as like a full 16 by, like a full like 16:9 video, okay? Like a 3-minute video. Like, I think, because like that video was phenomenal. Like, if I saw that video on YouTube, I would, yeah. Like, you need to, you need to upload that as like a video. For your short itself, like like YouTube shorts, because people's like when they're watching shorts, it's a totally different like mentality. So your YouTube short should literally just be you saying, like, I have breaking footage from inside occupied Iran, and this is what the Islamic regime does not want you to see. And then you share like one of the clips, and then afterwards you say something like, for more exclusive content, follow my channel. So what I did is I took my own advice and I made a YouTube short yesterday. And I posted it on YouTube.
saw it.
Yeah. So because I was like, I was taking my own advice, and based on my YouTube short, I gained almost 700 new followers yesterday. Because people were
from the videos from inside Iran, from our master videos, right?
Yeah. Here, like so let me just let me share this video. So, and like it's not like a high quality edited video or anything like that. Like, my hair is a mess. But I did it really quickly because I just wanted to like have that example there, right? So, oh, baby Trump. Okay. Look at this. Right, let me go back to the beginning. Tip for anyone who's not from the Iranian here, with another pro tip for anyone who's not from the Middle East. The reason the terrorist Islamic regime shut down the internet for over 88 days in occupied Iran is because they didn't want you to know what Iranians think about the Islamic regime or the United States. Let me show you what I'm talking about. If you want more exclusive, never before seen footage coming out of occupied Iran, make sure to follow me. And now you know. Something like that. Like your video, like so Armin, YouTube shorts don't make a lot of like money, right? So YouTube shorts, it's not for monetization at all. However, YouTube shorts drive people to your channel. The video that you made, like that's phenomenal. Like, nothing needs to be changed, but I would say upload that as a video. And then you want to make like a quick short, and because with shorts, like it's supposed to be short, right? So you say something like, I don't know, like, I have exclusive footage, or you can say something like, I'm Iranian and I have exclusive footage coming in from inside of Iran that the Islamic regime doesn't want you to see. Let me show you. That's it, right? You basically, if you say I'm Iranian, exclusive, never before seen footage, right? That's the hook. And then you share like the short video, and then at the end of it, you say, for more exclusive footage, follow my channel, or something like that. That's it.
Okay. Can I just write that down? Can you give me?
Well, I mean, it's also in the live stream. It's saved, so you can go back and like listen to this part after as well. But yeah, like your YouTube shorts should be really short. And as you can see, like my YouTube shorts, They're not really high production value. It's just literally me in front of my phone, and even my hair was like a mess.
Okay, let me write that down. I'm gonna forget if I do.
Yeah. But that video was excellent. Like, Armin, that video, like, you need to upload that as a video and like pin that to the top of your channel or something.
Okay.
Because that was very, very well done. Like, that was phenomenal.
Thank you. I mean, I have a landscape version of that already ready to go.
There you go. Yeah, so upload the landscape version for sure. Like, I guarantee you upload the landscape version, and then, you know, make sure that like the title and like the description and whatever is like, you know, viral, SEO, YouTube friendly. And yeah, that way you can definitely get the message out more.
Okay.
You know, you could, I'm sure if you even said something like, you know, I'm Armin, an Iranian ex-Muslim, and I have a message for you from inside of Iran. Something like that. Like, if you say you're Iranian ex-Muslim, that's the hook. That's what's going to make people interested in, you know, oh, wow, like this guy knows his stuff. This guy has connections inside of Iran, right?
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, how do I communicate that it's not just that I'm Iranian ex-Muslim, it's that I've been doing with the people in Iran. I have been fighting the regime for like the past 20 years.
Yeah,
like,
you wouldn't say that in the short though. You wouldn't say that in the short, but in like the actual, so in like the video that you made, like that was perfect. That was perfect. The shorts are used to like generate like, you know, traffic, right? Because when people see a short and they're interested, they're like, oh wow, who is this person? Then they click on the link, and then, you know, that's how they come. But like that video was phenomenal. Like, I could tell like you put so much work into that. I wouldn't change anything about that. Like, you definitely need to upload that as a video.
Should I say Iranian ex-Muslim Zionist? That might bring even more.
No, just say you don't want information overload.
Okay.
I mean, you can try different types of videos and see what works, right? But I find that like generally, I mean, like that's basically how I've grown my channel from like, you know, in October I had 1,500 subscribers and now I have almost 220,000. It's mostly through like the shorts, right? But like that was fantastic.
Thank you. I will upload that. Momo's saying Armin kind of looks like a deer in headlights, though, not the passionate Armin we love. I'm taking notes. Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm taking notes.
That's okay. That's like me when I'm focusing on something. People are like, why does Goldie look angry? And I'm like, no, I'm just literally focusing on
it. Like, what am I supposed? I'm like trying to remember things and take notes. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Okay. Right. Okay.
You don't need to say Zionist either, because, you know, the flag of Israel in the background pretty much shows where you stand on things, and, you know, the flag of America as well, right?
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Thank you, Goldie. This is really helpful. I'll work on it.
Okay. There you go. And the only reason I posted that, and so like the YouTube short that I posted, I didn't post that on my other social media platforms because I did that as like a test, because I wanted to just like the advice that I gave you yesterday. I just wanted to like do it myself so that I could show you how it works. Yeah. So that's why I haven't posted the YouTube short on like my Instagram or like TikTok or, you know,
please do, because we need that to get out.
Well, I mean, I can do another one later, but that was basically just like I just did it really quick as like a test, and that video literally took me like 10 minutes to do. And I just did it because I wanted to kind of show you, you know, how powerful these YouTube shorts can really be. Yeah. But no, you're doing fantastic, and like your channel is going to grow because you have such good info, and it's going to get out there. And Armin, I was blown away by that video. Like, that video is phenomenal. Like, you need to post that, like the actual 16:9 version. Post that video on like YouTube.
Oh, thank you.
X. Yeah, X. And then, you know, like on Instagram, I would say, you know, probably post the longer version, like the tall version that you made. Yeah, for Instagram, the tall version is probably better.
I'm afraid for Instagram because I'm talking about people's Instagram is sensitive, and I was wondering if I talk about people getting armed, they're gonna be like,
I don't know about that.
I don't know. I'm scared of Instagram. Yeah.
Oh no, that was fantastic. That was
Well,
really
thank
good.
you, Goldie. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. I'll keep doing. I'll keep I'll keep trying to get better at this based on your advice.
I mean, you don't have to take my advice. It's just I'm just sharing what works for me. So
it's the best advice, though. So yeah, great tips. Really good tips. People keep telling me in the chat, Armin, you need to listen to Goldie. That's what I'm doing, guys. Like I know she's the expert. That's what I'm doing. You can see me doing that right now.
But, you know, that's the funny thing. I'm not even an expert. Like I'm still trying to figure out the whole YouTube thing. But
well, you're a natural at it. You're a natural.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so by the way, I forgot to ask, how are you? What's up with you?
I'm doing great. I did another interview literally an hour ago. It was like a last minute interview request from Newsmax. So I was yeah, I mean I have the video footage. I don't have like the official thing, but I can pull it up and I can talk about I can share the part that I did until we wait for the official footage. Sure, yeah.
Yes.
And actually, one of the people on the panel was that guy from TBN Israel or something.
Ooh.
Some people in the chat know him because some people like were asking me to like share one of his videos about like Hezbollah or something, or like the Islamic regime. But no, it was great. It was actually really, really good.
Oh, so let's see it.
Yeah, okay, let me pull it up there. Let's find it. Here we go.
Guys, how lucky I am to have a mentor like Goldie.
Oh gosh.
Help me out with
Oh, you're embarrassing me now.
Half century. No, it's okay. Personal mentor.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, Goldie, before you play it, for the shorts, how long do you think they should be? Like, what's the length?
Like 60 seconds. 60 seconds.
60 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, that's me just like
Protests now breaking out across Iran after the crown prince issued a renewed call for the Iranian people to reject the brutal regime. Meantime, the regime wants cash for peace. This as the president calls Iran crazy.
Isn't that an older video?
And that he is doing the world.
Yeah.
So they're playing it as a new video, but that's an older video.
I know. Well, that's the producers just usually use B footage, right?
A service by going to war against them. With us now to talk about this and more, host of TBN Israel and IDF captain in the reserves, Yair Pinto. Also with us, U.S. Navy explosive disposal officer and former Navy Lieutenant Commander Tom Sawyer. And finally, Iranian-born human rights activist and former Canadian lawmaker Goldie Ghamari. Thank you all for joining us. Lieutenant Commander, let's start off with you. I want you to take a listen to what Trump said to meet the press about his war on Iran.
And Armin, like, feel free to pause at any time. The video's right there, so you can pause it yourself if you want to comment on anything.
Listen to this.
One of your consistent campaign promises was no new wars, going all the way back to 2015. Did you break that promise to the American people?
No. I had to stop a country, very powerful, very dangerous country, from having a nuclear weapon because they'd use it. They'd blow up the world. They'd blow up the Middle East, Israel. They'd come here. They'd blow up Europe. They're nuts, okay? They're crazy people. I deal with them. And very high-strung people, really crazy. And get along with them. I like them. But you don't want to let them have a nuclear weapon. And I'm doing the world a service, but I'm doing our country a service. It's America first. I'm doing our country a service. Nice rain.
It is raining hard.
All right. Lieutenant Commander, what did you think about the president's response there? Because he has been criticized because he said he would end wars, not start them.
That's a fair question, but one of the things that folks have to realize is that, we've had a very credible threat of Iran becoming a nuclear armed power, and that's what this is all about. Everyone would talk about, the Strait of Hormuz and everything like that, but you gotta keep in mind, imagine if we had a nuclear armed Iran who's very clearly made it, explicitly clear that they would at least threaten its neighbors, particularly Israel, with nuclear weapons. So that's something that, when it came to the Middle East, yes, getting out of the Middle East and pivoting our focus when it comes to deterrence and peace through strength, pivoting over to the Pacific and China. But the thing is, this is a problem that had to be dealt with. Keep in mind, we don't have any boots on the ground in Iran. We're not invading. We're not nation building. That's never been the point of this. This is primarily an air and sea operation in conjunction with special operations intelligence and the like. So, I think trying to draw comparisons between what we are doing right now to deny Iran the capability to be nuclear armed, comparing that to Afghanistan or to Iraq, that just water with me.
Goldie, I'm just seeing this now, this news alert. Israel has struck Beirut's southern suburbs without warning, defying a U.S. request not to attack Lebanon's capital. The strikes come now days after a ceasefire agreement. In Washington, Iran had warned that an attack on Beirut would renew full-scale war across the Middle East. 2 people reported killed. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu says the strikes were in retaliation for the Iranian-backed Hezbollah firing at northern Israel. So here we see it again. What do you think Trump's going to do? Because we know that he called up Bibi. He was upset about how far they went to Lebanon, and now more strikes. Is the peace deal in jeopardy once again?
Well, the peace deal has been in jeopardy because of the Islamic regime occupying Iran and Hezbollah. I mean, as soon as President Trump announced a ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah, within 10 minutes, Hezbollah launched missiles at northern Israel. Whenever you hear the word southern Lebanon, that's basically code for Hezbollah occupied territory. So the way I see it, Israel is essentially defending itself against a terrorist attack, and Hezbollah is a completely 100% controlled.
I love that you use their vocabulary against them, Goldie. That's genius. That's fantastic.
Wait,
That's fantastic.
what vocabulary?
The occupied territory, like that's I think any single person from the axis of resistance watching that will be dying from rage. Good job. That's like how dare you use our spells against us? No, that's good. I mean, you're right.
And funded and armed by the Islamic regime occupying Iran. So, on one hand, the Islamic regime, they're basically trying to fool the world by claiming that they want peace. But then on the other hand, their fully controlled terrorist proxy groups are continuing.
Yeah, guys, from now on, copy what Goldie just said. Okay, southern Lebanon is basically whenever somebody says that, occupied territory by Hezbollah. I mean, or all of Lebanon. Good job.
To attack Israel. Ultimately, if the Islamic regime's lips are moving, they're lying, and that includes Hezbollah. So to me, Israel has every right to defend itself, and I see this as retaliatory.
Yeah, we're seeing these more anti-regime protests breaking out across Iran. This is what President Trump wanted. Now, the Supreme Leader advisor, he sat down for a recent interview warning of a wider war if their demands aren't met, and they want cash for peace. Listen to this.
If Trump takes the negotiations seriously, $24 billion is not much to America. If he wants to reach an agreement with Iran, this $24 billion is a test of trust that Iran.
$24 billion is not much to America. Yeah, it might not be like, who cares? It's a lot to Hamas. It's a lot to your proxy groups. it's enough to spread terrorism in the region for decades and decades to come. Yeah, so they're not going to notice it. They're not going to notice missing it, but the whole world, including them, are going to notice. That's going to fund a couple of October 7th. Like, what the hell? Like, oh, it's nothing to America. Yeah, how much do you think October 7th cost? Not that much. So releasing the funds will basically lead the path to a whole bunch of other October 7th.
Iran wants to have with Trump. This is a test that America must pass.
Guys, remember, do not forget this. Obama funded October 7th. Always repeat that wherever you go. Anytime people talk about JCPOA, the Obama deal, John Kerry, Biden, always remind everybody that Obama funded October 7th. This is fact. This is not an exaggeration. This is absolute fact.
Yair, what do you think about that?
Well, to me, this is a sign of weakness by the Ayatollah regime. It seems like the economic pressure, the naval blockade on the Iranian ports, and basically all the freezing of the Iranian is working. And the United States should keep its hardline approach towards not giving up any free gifts to the Ayatollah regime, because the first thing that they're going to do with this money is pay salaries to the Revolutionary Guards, is pay salaries to the Hezbollah terrorists in the northern parts of Israel, and carry out their terrorism against their own people, the Iranian people. So I think that...
Oh, well, thank you. This person didn't forget about us. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
That this is a sign that the pressure campaign is working. The United States should continue with this pressure campaign, together with aerial strikes against any kind of hostile activities of the Ayatollah regime, including strikes against the personnel of the regime and letting Israel defend itself against the Hezbollah terrorist organization in the north, which is not only launching attacks against the IDF forces and the Israeli civilians, but also against the United Nations personnel.
Okay.
So this is a terrorist group that we need to deal with.
Before we go, Lieutenant Commander, massive protests in Tirana, which is the capital city of Albania. People out there, thousands are going out there every single day. They're chanting, Albania is not for sale. This is in regards to Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner's $1.6 billion project on an undeveloped of Albanian coastline, which is a wetland home to flamingos, seals, and sea turtles, hence the flamingos, you see them holding up. Now, many of the protesters claiming that Israel is behind this and that they want to transform this into another Gaza. What do you think about this protest? Now, the Albanian prime minister is supportive of the development, but there seems to be kind of anti-Semitic undertones to this as well.
It's so weird that Azerbaijan, that is a Shia majority country, is a huge ally of Israel, and Albania, like, okay, why is Albania like anti-Semitic like that?
Well,
look, there might be some of that going on, but the thing you got to keep in mind is that Albania is a very poor country, and I think from
Albania has been secularizing for a while now, so you should just follow the lead from Azerbaijan.
Based just off of history, I think it's fair to say that these are very corrupt countries. I noticed some very well-made signs there. A lot of people got there pretty quickly. I think this might be really just a move just to try an attempt to give that press to the president.
That was pretty much it. I don't
think
anything else after
that. That was it? Okay.
Yeah, then they just kind of say thank you. Sorry.
Oh.
They didn't ask me. She didn't ask me about the protests. I thought I was going to speak about the protests in Iran. Instead, she asked me about Hezbollah and Israel. I mean, I was happy to answer that because I'm always happy to talk about Israel and Israel's right to defend itself. But I thought she was going to ask me about the protests, but that's okay.
That's so. Oh, yeah, they should have asked you about that. Goldie. So I got a few more videos from inside Iran saying armas.
Yeah. Let's share it. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So, and I have also some more that I haven't yet posted, but they're coming in. So here's another one. Wait, no, this is another one. I'll show you there's three more. So this is interesting because he wrote please army us instead of arm us, and I was like, perfect. Like, it's actually better that there is a grammatical mistake there because it makes it more authentic. Like, I didn't ask him to resend it. They're like, nope, the mistake, keep the mistake in there, right? So it says, please army us, meaning that please arm us. So the reason why he's holding it like that is because I asked him to send it to me in a way that makes it clear that it's from Iran, like some cars showing and stuff. This person also sent me this sign. Armas in Iran. Very short, very sweet, to the point. And then we have this one. This one was pretty cool because he walked by some cars to show the license plate, so that the license plate will make it very clear that it's from Iran. So watch this. So if you actually go here, like, you can see the license plates here. You can see the Iran flag and everything, and there's multiple cars with the license plate passing by. You can see Iran. Okay. So and I like this graphics that he has made, and I kind of copied them. So yeah, those are the graphics that I have. I mean, those are the videos that I have. Yeah. And yeah, and they keep coming in. They keep coming in. So President Trump had some new videos. Should we go to that?
Yes, we should.
Okay. So I think let's start with this. Let's go to the stuff that he's. But by the way, guys, I see the super chats coming in. Thank you so much. We're gonna do a Q&A, our Q&A session in 30 minutes. So we'll get to them there. So we're not ignoring you. I promise. Oh my God. Here, let me see. Was this about Iran? Okay, let's see. This is Iran. This is the first one about Iran. Let's watch this one first. There's a whole bunch. I'm going to see which ones are about Iran. Let me like this one.
But if they're so desperate, Mr. President, why haven't they said yes to the terms you're proposing?
Strong. They're proud. There are things they never thought they'd be doing that they're going to have to do. They've got no choice. And it takes a little while. You know, you're talking about 47 years of getting away with whatever they wanted. I mean, this should have been done long ago. This should have been done by other presidents or other countries. It doesn't have to be us, other countries. But they were very close to having a nuclear weapon twice. That was when I terminated the Iran nuclear deal, which was a path. That deal, the JCPOA, that deal was tantamount to giving them a nuclear weapon. It was a horrible deal given by Barack Obama and really penned by him. It was a horrible deal. It was, it expired long ago. I terminated it. But had I not terminated it, it expired long ago. It was a short-term deal. It was a road to a nuclear weapon. They would have had a nuclear weapon 5 years ago.
Okay. So there's part of what he said here that was important. Like I'm gonna see because he said he's the armed forces, the United States military forces, military assets are not going to leave, which is one of the most important parts, one of the most important updates. That's, guys, there's reasons to believe that as long as the American military is there and the U.S. blockade continues and there's no deal, the Islamic Republic, according to the previous Mossad head of Mossad, is that the Islamic Republic will fall within 7 months. So I'm not saying it's 100% true or not, but that's why we keep looking at whether the Americans are going to maintain the blockade or not. So that's why we keep listening to President Trump's statements to see. This is about job numbers. He'll watch you closely. Okay, nope. Not this one. You know, this is not Iran related. This is not Iran related. What are the Iran related ones? Who is your favorite? Oh my god. The Lincoln Memorial. Nope. I'm sure he talked about. Okay. None of them. I have the segments about Iran International, the parts about Iran. Okay, here's another Iran segment. I'm sure on the plane he talked about Iran as well, so I don't know why they didn't cut those parts out.
They've been largely decapitated, and I call it a military exercise because people would rather have it called that. It's not a big war for us. It's not. We're the most powerful military in the world. I built it, frankly. I built it in my first 4 years, and I'm using it a little bit in my second 4 years. Their Navy is gone. Their Air Force is gone. Their anti-aircraft is gone. They might have built it up a little bit over the last 4 weeks during this little ceasefire that we did at the request of some very good people, very, very fine people from, actually from numerous places, as you know. You know, there are a lot of people involved, but from Pakistan in particular, the Field Marshal and the Prime Minister. And we're very close to having a deal, and if we don't have a deal, we'll do it one way or the other. Either way, we win. They've been largely decapitated, and I call it a...
Let me see if I have the segments that he's talking about. Not leaving Iran. I'll get to it after this. After I'll see if there's any other videos here about Iran. This one is Iran related as well. Let's listen to this one.
Do you know where he is? Do you know how he is doing physically?
I don't want to say whether or not...
So they're asking about Mujtaba.
Do you know where he is? Do you know how he is doing physically?
I don't want to say whether or not I know where he is, but there's a good probability that I do.
Is he inside Iran?
I'd rather not say.
Ooh, that's a big statement. So Goldie, President Trump says he knows where Mujtaba is. So that means that if at any point Mujtaba needs to die, he will die. Let me actually arrange this. This is a big deal. Okay, let's continue. This is an important update, guys. Like, that means that if we go back to escalation, if we go back to kinetic military warfare, if they need to take out Mujtaba Khamenei in the same way that they took out Ali Khamenei right at the beginning, he's not hiding in a place that they can't reach him. Okay, let's look at this one regarding a deal with the Islamic Republic.
How close are you to making a deal? Are we talking about days, weeks, months, Mr. President?
I think we're very close. We have a couple of points. They don't even seem like big points. They've conceded the fact that they will not have nuclear weapons. We had a clause in there that we will not develop nuclear weapons, and everybody was very happy with it except me. And I said, well, what happens if they not develop, but they go out and purchase, they acquire? I want to put the word, if they buy or purchase or acquire, you know, you've got to have that in there too, because that's not developing. So they don't have the right to develop or purchase, acquire, or buy.
Have they pushed back against that? Is that one of the sticking points?
A little bit, and then they didn't.
How close are you to making a deal? Are we talking about days?
Guys, I'm just getting right now some videos from inside Iran. Yeah, somebody is basically showing me where he is inside Iran next to a mosque, and he's asking me for advice regarding the video he's going to be making. So he's driving by the mosque right now on his motorcycle, and he has shown me his signs and his that he has made with his arm us signs. I'm going to tell him, let me tell him right now. ببین این علامت ها رو میتونی کنار مسجد بگیری که تو ویدیو باشه. همین مسجدی که رفتی کنارش، این علامت ها رو، علامت های آرماس رو بذار کنار دستت، بگیر که بغل این مسجده. Oh, this is going to be cool. So he has his sign made, his arm us sign made, and he's driving by the mosque as well. But he doesn't have the signs in the video next to the mosque. So I'm basically telling him to hold the signs next to the mosque. Oh, there's two of them on a motorcycle. Okay, guys, this is operations happening from operations arm us from inside Iran happening live on air with you guys in communication. And this is in Quiche Island. He says quiche. I think he meant quiche. I think the M is extra. I don't know. I think it's a misspelling. I think he meant quiche. Okay, so I'll keep an eye on that because this is very important. If he does this, this is going to be our best video because it's going to be next to a mosque in the Persian Gulf.
Wow.
Because Quiche Island is, yeah. So I'm waiting for him to update me. Wow, this is going to be good. Okay. Okay, let's see if he sends that video to me. All right, so let's watch this video on the Iranian regime. Let's see what they see here.
Why haven't they made a deal with you yet?
Because it's a very hard thing for them. They've had great independence. They've dealt with very weak and ineffective leadership on behalf of the United States and other countries, frankly, that allowed them to get away with murder. And I think they can't believe they're in the situation where they've been virtually decapitated.
But if they're so desperate, Mr. President, why haven't they said yes to the terms you're proposing?
Strong, they're proud. There are things they never thought they'd be doing that they're going to have to do. They've got no choice. And it takes a little while. You know, you're talking about 47 years of getting away with whatever they wanted. I mean, this should have been done long ago. This should have been done by other presidents or other countries. It doesn't have to be us, other countries. But they were very close to having a nuclear weapon twice. That was when I terminated the Iran nuclear deal, which was a path. That deal, the JCPOA, that deal was tantamount to giving them a nuclear weapon. It was a horrible deal given by Barack Obama and really penned by him. It was a horrible deal. It was, it expired long ago. I terminated it. But had I not terminated it, it expired long ago. It was a short-term deal. It was a road to a nuclear weapon. They would have had a nuclear weapon 5 years ago.
Okay, guys, I just got a voice message from him. Let me just listen to it really quickly because I need to. This is urgent stuff. ببین این واقعا بهترین ویدیویی میشه که تا حالا درباره موضوع گرفته شده. واقعا دمت گرم. توی خلیج فارس هم هست، کنار مسجد هم هست. عالی هستی. فقط مراقب باش چون من عکس تو توی آینه موتورسیکلت دیدم. مراقب امنیتت باش که دیده نشی. Okay, so guys, he's telling me right now that he's going to spray. Well, I'm not going to say anymore. Okay. Let's wait for this. This is later. All right, let's watch this one. This is important.
Do you know where all of Iran's nuclear material is?
Yes.
Would you unfreeze any Iranian assets or lift any sanctions up front as a part of any deal? So that would come after.
Comes after, yeah. If
they turned
do
over
a
their
good job, we
nuclear
start
enrichment material.
Unlike Obama. Obama flew a Boeing 757, a plane I know very well. They took the seats out and they loaded it up with $1.7 billion in cash from the banks in Maryland and Virginia and D.C. They emptied out the banks and they gave them 1.7 in green and they gave them tens of billions of dollars, just kept giving them money and it didn't work.
Do you know where all of Iran's nuclear material is?
Yes.
All of it is all the. Okay, this is important. Let's listen to this part again.
Would you unfreeze any Iranian assets or lift any sanctions up front as a part of any deal? So that would come after.
Comes after, yeah. If
they turned
if they
over
do a
their
good job, we
nuclear
start
enrichment material.
Unlike Obama. Obama flew a Boeing 757, a plane I know very well. They took the seats out and they loaded it up with $1.7 billion in cash from the banks in Maryland and Virginia and D.C. They emptied out the banks, and they gave them 1.7 in green, and they gave them tens of billions of dollars, just kept giving them money, and it didn't work.
Do you know?
Yeah. So if he says that we might release some money if they give up the enriched uranium, okay? So a lot of people might be upset saying he shouldn't be releasing any money, but you need to basically dangle something in front of them to give up the enriched uranium. And the damage to them giving up the enriched uranium is by far, far worse to the Islamic Republic than anything else. Like, I don't think the Islamic Republic will be able to survive the loss in credibility among its followers if they give up the enriched uranium. And honestly, I think all of this is just games with the Islamic Republic to drag this on longer and longer while the regime is suffering under the blockade. And maybe we're going to add kinetic operations to that as well, but we'll see. I had to stop. Very powerful, very dangerous country. So here's another question.
I had to stop a country, very powerful, very dangerous country, from having a nuclear weapon because they'd use it. They'd blow up the world. They'd blow up the Middle East. They'd blow up Israel. They'd come here. They'd blow up Europe. They're nuts, okay? They're crazy people. I deal with them. And very high-strung people, really crazy. And get along with them. I like them. But you don't want to let them have a nuclear weapon. And I'm doing the world a service, but I'm doing our country a service. Yeah? It's America first. I'm doing our country a service. I had to stop.
Yeah. And by, you're doing America a service, but the whole world is benefiting from it as a result. The whole world owes United States and Israel for not letting this death cult get access to a nuclear weapon. Let me hear this update that I'm getting. Just 1 second, guys. I need to. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm dealing with some stuff. Let's listen to this as well.
Armin, do you want me to take over for a little bit while you deal with that?
No. I got this. But it just takes a few seconds every time, so it's fine. I
Okay,
think.
no, that's fine. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Goldie.
I just won a big election. And the reason I won an election is people have confidence in me. I have good judgment. I had to make a judgment. Do I want to go along and have a country that's doing really well, but somebody is going to try and kill us? Or do I want to put out that horrible threat? And I did. I put it out. I put it out for many, many years. Now I'm going to put it out permanently. I'm going to do it either through negotiation, where we're very close to a deal, or I'm going to blow the hell out of them, to be honest with you. And it's going to be very easy for me to do. That's actually the easier path. So when you say I promised, I didn't promise anything. I don't like these endless wars. This is not an endless war. We've been doing this for 3 months. Much of it has been under the form, a pretty good form of ceasefire. The blockade has been amazing. Our Navy is amazing. Our military is the best in the world. Hey, we took over a very powerful country, Venezuela, a lot of soldiers, big, strong military. We took over Venezuela in a matter of minutes. We destroyed the capability of Iran in a matter of days. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. Now I'm going to finish it.
That's true, guys. It's been 3 months. I know we're in a rush. But when it comes to revolutions and military campaigns, 3 months is nothing. It's nothing. I know when it comes to the lives of the Iranian people inside Iran, it's a very long time. But when it comes to, from the perspective of revolutions, how long they take, how long. I mean, guys, the Soviet Union took 45 years to fall. 45 years, and it did eventually fall. This is about job reports. This is about interest rates. This is about California. Okay, so we had finished that. This is the updates. I want to, guys. I also know. I know about what's happening. I know about Lebanon. I'll get to that. Israel and Lebanon. I'll get to that very quickly. And I know we have 10 minutes to, and then we get to the Q&A. Okay, so here, U.S. President Donald Trump said he did not plan to withdraw U.S. troops from the region, telling NBC News that I think we'll keep them there until such time as we have a completion. So this is good. This is what we want to hear, right? As long as I know a lot of you want kinetic military operations, but honestly, as long as we have this, we're on the right direction. Like things are moving in the right direction as long as we have this, right? And then saying it cost us, President Trump says it cost us very little to keep them there. Yeah, because if they're not there, they will have to be somewhere else. So why not there? I mean, China has proven to be a paper tiger with their military, recently getting rid of more than 100 of their top generals and military officials for corruption. So they don't seem to be much of a threat for a while. So U.S. military assets are freed up to just, instead of parking them in the Pacific, park them over here, right? Like the cost would be the same anyways, right? And then say it costs very little to keep them there. He said in an interview with NBC News, Meet the Press, referring to the U.S. military presence in the region. Trump also said Iran's military had been badly weakened, adding Tehran retained only 21% or 22% of its pre-war missile stockpile. He continued by saying, look, we have totally destroyed their military. He said they have some missiles left, they have some drones left. He declined to say whether he knew the location of Supreme Leader Moshtaba Khamenei, but added that there was a good probability that he did, which it basically means that he does know. And then continues by saying, I don't want to say whether or not I know where he is, Trump said, but there's a good probability that I do. That means I do. I mean, so for us, it's a high probability that he knows. For him, he knows either he doesn't, or he either does or he doesn't. And given that he knows he does or he doesn't, when he says there's a high probability, that means that then he does. Oh, Petipto is here. Petipto.
Oh, hi, Petipto Durud.
Durud, guys.
Petipto.
How are you?
I'm fine. Glad to be with you again.
Oh, we're so happy you're here.
So do I. I'm honored.
Oh, چه خبر؟
همون همیشگی تلاش میکنیم برای اینکه ایران رو زودتر آزاد کنیم.
رژیم هنوز سقوط نکرده، ما منتظریم.
Soon.
Soon. That's what we're all waiting for. Soon. How are you doing? Are you okay? You're safe? You're good?
Just fine. Looking forward to join you as always.
Okay. Wow. We're really, really honored to have you here with us, Petipto.
Honor is mine.
Okay.
All right. So, Petipto, let us know if you have any updates, or do you want me to continue with the updates?
No, continue. I enjoy your company. Continue, just.
Okay. Oh, wow, that's so sweet. So, guys, Hezbollah and the Islamic Republic are basically really angry with Israel because Israel just went full ahead with bombing Beirut. I think. Let me make sure my friends mentioned this. Yes, Israel attacked Beirut. So basically, the ceasefire with Hezbollah seems like all up in the air, which is good for us because it means that the likelihood of getting a deal went from 0 to, I don't know, negative. Because like this is a huge red line for the Islamic Republic. But guys, Israelis, be careful because northern Israel, like the Islamic Republic has promised to punish Israel in northern Israel right now. This is the Islamic Republic now seems to want to get directly involved. Keep an eye on what's happening between Israel, Hezbollah, and the Islamic Republic in southern Lebanon and northern Israel, because that could be the spark that will get us back into full-on boom booms. So let's see what Ghalibaf is saying about that. Ghalibaf is saying U.S. bases and Israel assets in the region have become legitimate targets. Okay, as if you didn't consider them legitimate targets before. Iran's parliament speaker Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf said in a post on X on Sunday, they neither abide by the ceasefire nor believe in dialogue. What the hell are you talking about? After the ceasefire, it was Hezbollah that's continued attacking mainland Israel. Israel is just responding. I mean, obviously, these people always constantly lie. Anyways, I don't want to read the rest of what he's saying. He's basically warning Israel, saying that we're gonna basically come with boom booms, which is okay, you know. But guys in Israel, please be careful. You know, you might be getting some rockets from, I don't know, from Hezbollah or maybe also from the Islamic Republic. I mean, these people have a lot of empty threats, but this one is really big for the Islamic Republic. If they don't show that they're defending Hezbollah, they're going to lose legitimacy among their own followers. So they have to respond. Another good news from Secretary of War Pete Hegseth said U.S.-Iran ceasefire remained in place, and saying, of course, it's a ceasefire, Hegseth told reporters before departing France, where he had attended a World War II memorial ceremony. He added that President Donald Trump was very clear things can happen intermittently during a ceasefire, but remain focused on negotiations. We're negotiating actively, Hegseth said. Things are happening. Shipping is moving through. Iran shouldn't be shooting at it. And when they do, we take care of that, as you would expect. But ultimately, we think a great deal is likely coming soon, he added. By the way, guys, they have been saying this for a very long time, and there has been no deal. And again, remember, if there is a deal, for a deal to be good for the United States, it needs to be a surrender deal for the Islamic Republic. But it also might be just mind games by the United States or the Islamic Republic, so that they could have military operations at the time that fits US's schedule. This might be that. Okay, guys, I see the super chats. We're going to get to them soon. Just bear with me. I already read this one. Trump has no plans to withdraw U.S. troops from the Middle East, which is good. And then we already saw this one. We already listened to this. Trump says Iran's assets will not be unfrozen immediately. That's a good one. Oh, here's a crazy one. Here's a crazy one. Look at this. You guys remember this idiot, right? Now he's coming with this. Guys, this is not just an Ayatollah. This is a grand Ayatollah. Okay? That means that he's a major marja. He's a major marja for many Shia followers of Islam. And now he's coming out and basically saying that shedding the blood of U.S. President Donald Trump and Zionists is the wish of Imam Mahdi. So we already heard him. Yes. We already heard him come out earlier saying, kind of issuing a fatwa to kill President Trump. And I think he's frustrated that nobody's picking, nobody's following through with his fatwa. So now he's doing an emotional appeal rather than issuing an order to go kill President Trump and the Zionists. He's saying, like, you're going to make the Mahdi happy. So, guys, remember, this is like a Grand Ayatollah in Shia Islam is a big deal. Like, a Grand Ayatollah means that you have many, many, many people that think that when you say something needs to be done, you should follow it. Let me actually play this and read the translation.
ریختن خون صهیونیست، ریختن خون ترام.
So he's saying the shedding of the blood. Why is he talk like that? Is he teriyaki pati ployin? Okay. So he's saying the shedding of Trump's blood and the shedding of Zionist blood.
ترام امثال ذلك الان حرف امام زمان این است.
The Imam of the time is saying
با صهیونیست بجنگ خونش به عهده من.
So the Imam of our time, which means Imam Mahdi, the Imam
اینا
of
چرا
our time.
نمیمیرن؟ چرا اینقدر پیرن و نمیمیرن؟ این سوال منه. سوال من اینه که اینا
Oh.
چجوری اینقدر پیرن ولی هنوز زندن؟ یعنی
Oh
بمیر
my
دیگه.
God. Baby again, just die. Okay. You know, Goldie, now that you mentioned that, Jannati is 100 years old. This guy, where is he?
خاک تو سرش.
Like
بمیر
this
دیگه.
guy. This
Like
guy.
they won't even
Ahmed
die. Like they won't even die, and like you know, like they won't even die of natural causes. که ازشون راحت بشیم.
Wait, let me see. Ahmed Jannati age. Yeah, I was right. Look at this. 99 years old.
Like, why are you still alive? Like, I swear to God, like, the reason that they live so long is because they literally feed off of like the blood of young Iranian people. Like, these people are demons. I'm telling you.
Goldie, I have another fact why these morons have long living periods, because the stress level of their lives are so low that they don't even stress off for anything, and you don't know them you don't know their lifestyle from closely, but even the low level akhuns or mullahs have daily routines for their skin routines or for and what else. So when this level of mullahs, when you asking about why their life is so long, they doing so much because they first of all afraid to death, and after that they wanted to live so long so that the wicked plan they see the wicked plan going out.
Wow. I wouldn't be surprised by that. That's a very good explanation. Thank you, Patipso. You're right. Like, they have no stress. همشون آخوند بوگندو شکم گندن دیگه. Literally, they don't stress a day in their lives.
Let me see what he's saying. Let's continue.
خدای من حرف امام زمان این است که با آمریکای ستمکار بجنگ خونش به عهده من.
So he's saying the Mehdi of our time basically tells us that fight the American, the oppressors, the oppressive America, and the responsibility of its blood. Don't worry about it. It's upon me. But what, I don't know why does he think that he can speak on behalf of the Mehdi? Isn't that the only person that could speak on the behalf of the Mehdi, the supreme leader? Because he's the supreme leader is Naib Imam Zaman, basically the proxy of the Mahdi. So you're not the supreme leader. How do you know what the Mahdi wants? By the way, Pezeshkian just posted, President of the Islamic Republic. This to me suggests that they're worried about uprising. Look at this. Pezeshkian just posted on X saying, our colleagues in the government have always been vigilant to ensure that the mental peace of society is not threatened. And my emphasis is on preserving unity and tolerating differences. Guys, this is, you know what this means? That means that there is a lot of division. Again, every time they're like, hey guys, can we please not fight? That means there's a lot of infighting. And then he says, however, when IRIB and some media activists direct the edge of unfair criticism toward the government during wartime conditions, we will be compelled to give an appropriate response. This is not in the country's best interest. Guys, they're making their fights public. Look at this. Pezeshkian is fighting the state TV. Look at that. Oh my God. I told you guys, we told you here that right now, you know, when we started Iran Revolution Live, we told you guys that right now their infighting is behind the scenes, behind closed doors, but we have signs of it that is happening. But we also told you that this is not sustainable, and at some point their infighting, their division will become so public that they will publicly come out and call out each other. And you can see that that's happening more and more. Well, this is great. This is a great update. And let me see another update from Pezeshkian. Let's see. مسعود پزشکیان به دلیل ملاحظات امنی و امکان برخی واقعیت رو نداریم. Oh, this is good. So Masoud Pezeshkian, in a meeting with the minister and deputies of the Ministry of Economy, said, in conditions where the government, due to national and security considerations, cannot express certain realities, the Islamic Republic of Iran Broadcasting (IRIB) also has no right to engage in disrupting public opinion and blackening the government's performance through one-sided and unsubstantiated analysis. You know what he's saying? You know, do you want me to translate this to you guys? I know it's already in English, but I could give you the actual translation. He's saying that we have dirt on you. Pezeshkian is saying we have some information about you, state TV, state media, that we are being caught, we're not sharing for national security purposes. So he's basically saying, watch yourself. You're speaking against us, but we're not speaking against you, even though we can. We are holding ourselves back, and you are not. So this is a warning, basically, right? He's saying it's unfair that you get to speak crap about us, but we're not speaking crap about you for the sake of unity. That's what he's saying. Yeah, ooh, spicy Armin. I know, right? Like, guys, drama. So he continued, in conditions where the country's economy is directly affected by the war with America and Israel, restrictions stemming from economic sanctions and commercial pressure, including the naval blockade, it is not possible to attribute all price fluctuations solely to the government's performance. So, guys, the reason why they're trying to blame Pezeshkian so it's interesting because you would think that the extra Durka jihadi minded people would be motivated to say that the economy is crashing. It's not the Islamic Republic's fault. It's the Americans' fault and the Israelis' fault. That would seem like the right thing to do, to not blame the Islamic Republic. But it's actually interesting. But the Islamic Republic followers are actually motivated to do the opposite, to actually blame the regime, but not all of the regime, parts of the regime, the Pezeshkian part of the regime, because they're now trying to make a evil boogeyman Zionist infiltrator, enemy out of Pezeshkian, so that when they are forced to do some concessions, and when it comes to the negotiations with the United States, they could blame him for it. So unlike what most Westerners would think, most Western analysts would think that, oh, the Islamic Republic, would they be motivated to say that the economy is crappy because of our bad performance? Or is it because of United States and Israel? You would think that the Islamic Republic supporters would be like, no, it's not because of our bad performance. It's because of United States and Israel. But no, it's actually not the case. They're saying it's because of our bad performance, because they're trying to demonize Pezeshkian so that they could blame crap on him in the future, right? Saying Pezeshkian, guys, this is actually a very nuanced detail that most people wouldn't get. So you guys are a lot more informed because of that, right? So Pezeshkian added, in some narratives, it is implied as if none of these factors exist and all problems stem from the government's performance. Guys, remember we told you this. We told you this when the internet was cut. I was here. I told you exactly that we predicted this happening. We said that they're going to blame Pezeshkian for all the economic situation instead of blaming the war, right? I also mentioned that one of the reasons that they brought the internet back is to make it seem like Pezeshkian has actually more control. There are many reasons, but one of them is to try to pretend that Pezeshkian has actually more control than he actually has, so that they could throw him under the bus when when they have to be flexible to the Americans. Yeah, Sarah saying, yeah, you called it. Yeah, guys, you remember this, right? We predicted exactly this happening, and it happened. Oh, okay. So, this isn't last. Yeah, guys, we're like way into the Q&A time. So, last one that I'm going to read is this guy. This is Javad Larijani. This is the brother of the now dead Larijani here. Look at this. This Ali Larijani. He has two brothers. خب برادران دالتون we call them. So this is one of the two brothers. The other one is a mullah. So this Javad Larijani is the brother of Ali Larijani. The Larijani brothers are very like their own sect, and they're very important. And the most important Larijani was Ali Larijani, and now he's dead. The other Larijani, by the way, where is he? Sadiq? Is he Sadiq? Is he here? He was meant to be. Okay, where is this? Muhammad Larijani. This is another Larijani. Where is it? There's another Mullah Larijani, and he was supposed to be the supreme leader. Like, oh yeah, there we go. Sadiq, I was right. Sadiq Larijani. So see, Sadiq Larijani, Muhammad Larijani, and Ali Larijani. There were three Larijani brothers, and the Ali one is dead. And this Sadiq Larijani here, he was competing to be the next supreme leader, but Ali Khamenei stopped that from happening. And this is Muhammad Larijani. Okay. And this is Javad Larijani. Okay, so let me see. Iran does not need Pakistan to mediate with the United States, and Parliament Speaker Muhammad Baqir Ghalibaf's trip to Islamabad was a mistake. So that's interesting. Javad Larijani is saying Ghalibaf's trip to Islamabad was a mistake that carried out major costs, said Muhammad Javad Larijani. So this is going to give us some clues with regards to Muhammad Javad Larijani. Oh, okay. So this is, I was like, where is it? Where is Javad? This is Muhammad Javad. So here it says Javad Larijani, but on our Boom Boom sheet, it said Muhammad Larijani. So it's basically the full version is Muhammad Javad Larijani. Okay. So it's the same guy. So Muhammad Javad Larijani, once an advisor to Iran's slain supreme leader. So we need to figure out where the Larijani brothers are standing right now. So given that he's taking a position against Ghalibaf, that means that the Larijani brothers, the two remaining Larijani brothers, are moving towards Vahidi and Jafari and away from the supreme leadership and Ghalibaf, because the supreme leadership is now moving closer to Ghalibaf. Given that Larijani is moving away from Ghalibaf, I'm thinking that the Larijanis are betting on the Vahidi camp winning. So that's what might be the reason why he's taking a position against Ghalibaf. Okay, it's really important to know. So we haven't talked about the Larijani brothers for a while, because after their brother died, that segment is now weaker than before, but they're still powerful. So we do need to pay attention to them. So this is what he said. So Pakistan's prime minister is a good person, but there is no need for him to bring us and the Americans together in order to negotiate. He should know how to mediate. He said, oh my God. He said, Ghalibaf should know how to mediate. We want to talk to the United States ourselves. If we want to talk to the United States ourselves, we do so. We do not need a mediator, Larijani said. This is interesting because that goes against the very clear orders of Ali Khamenei when he was alive, that we should never directly speak to the Americans, and there should be through a mediator all the time. So Larijani, who is currently, so that statement is also an anti-Khamenei position. Interesting. Saying Larijani, who is currently the head of Iran's Institute of Research in Fundamental Sciences, basically that means he's been sidelined. Okay, this position, that means he's been sidelined. That's not very important position. Saying also said people should rest assured that Iran will under no circumstances give up its nuclear program. So that means, okay, that's against the Ghalibaf position. That's against Mushtaba's attempt to find a way to be flexible to the Americans without losing face internally. That to me suggests that Larijanis are reading the writing on the wall, and they're betting, they're going all in on the IRGC Vahidi camp. Let me know if that makes sense. That's very interesting. All right, so guys,
غرق انقلاب است.
I clicked on the super chat. It kicked us all out, and it kicked Patipto out too. Okay, you're muted.
Sorry, that was no idea what happened there.
Okay. I think Goldie is doing this on purpose.
No, I'm not.
You're trolling me.
No, I was trying to set it up. But...
just sure. Okay, Goldie. Oh my god. Oh, guys, we need to go through the super chats fast. Because we have so many. Let me actually get my group discussion. Wow, guys, thank you so much for all the support. Okay, let's go through these. Reincarnation Entertainment, thank you, saying thank you for the super chat, saying good luck with everything, Armin. Well, thank you. Good luck to you as well. Guys, were those updates helpful? Because I think that I went into so much detail, and the people who have been following us for a while, they understand the nuances, because we have built like the foundations for the people who have been following us to make sense of everything I said. Okay, Amir saying very helpful. Okay, good. If you didn't understand any parts of it, or if you want to go into more details, or if you want me to make it simplify it or even make it more nuanced, come to the discussion group and and ask me about it there, and I could go more detail, less detail, more simple, more nuance. Okay, so come and talk to me in the discussion group. Okay, and thank you, Reincarnation Entertainment. And then we have Mark Dennis with a super chat saying chills. Armin Navabi Aziz, this is fantastic work. Well, thank you. The video, you like it? Oh, let me bring back Patito. Oh, wait. Let me bring him up. I'll do it. Okay, there we go. This is fantastic work. You are an actor of change, of liberty, of righteous victory over evil. Oh my God. Wow. You know what? Let me screenshot that. That's pretty cool. Okay. Payende Iran Javid Shah. Thank you, Mark. That's an epic compliment. Holy crap. Thank you. I'm gonna remember that. And then we have Ian. Thank you, Ian, for the super chat. Saying, wow, oh my God, free Iran, Javid Shah, King Reza. Well, thank you. Yes, exactly. Javid Shah, back at you, Ian. And then we have PC with a super chat saying, hello, Goldie and Armin. Here is latest from UK. Look at this, guys. We have PC giving us latest from the UK while supporting us. And we had a Christian coming up and giving us updates from Norway. Isn't that awesome? You guys support us and update us at the same time. Saying, here's the latest from UK. Muslim Association of UK Police. Wait. Muslim, is that a thing? Am I reading this? Muslim Association of UK Police has been revealed to be pro-Hamas, not good for integrity of police in UK. Wait, do you? Huh? Oh my God! I didn't even know that's a thing.
Oh my gosh!
What is going on in this country? What are you doing? Stop it. Okay, I'm gonna look into that. Oh my God. All right, I'm gonna keep that star because I want to come back to that. Thank you for telling us no. Okay, MPC. Okay, and then push up saying YouTube censorship won't let me troll criticize. Okay, good. So I'm just kidding. Well, no, I'm just kidding. But thank you for the. Wait, let me see much shorter. I'm researching and asking and researching and answering your questions at the same time. Thank you, push-ups. All right, so Fleshy Interloper with a super chat saying, "Arm the people." 100% agree. Arm the people. Okay, hold on. All right, let me go to the next super chat saying, Momo, thank you so much for the super chat saying, we all love you and your channel and want to have the most followers and success possible. Well, thank you, Momo. I appreciate that. No criticism intended. Why not? I love criticism. Criticize. Criticism is not negative. I grow with criticism. So please keep the criticism coming. Criticism is the best way to figure out if you're going in the right direction. Okay. And then let's go to the next super chat. Thank you, Momo. Thank you for the support. Let me see, guys. I try not to have any guard against good criticism. Yeah, every time I get criticism, well-intentioned, criticism, I see it like free treasure that is just being handed over to me. So it's good not to get your guard up when people are criticizing you. It's the best thing. Is people like, oh my god, they're giving me their experience and knowledge for free. They're just giving it to me. That's amazing. That's why I'm so grateful to Goldie. And okay, next super chat. Sarah is saying, chat challenge. Next time you go to a coffee shop, tell them your name is Javid. Guys, oh my god, this is great. Look at this. Next time you go to a coffee shop, tell them your name is Javid Shah. Then when your coffee is ready, they will have to shout Javid Shah for everyone to hear. Oh my god, this is genius.
You know what? That makes me want to go like buy a coffee now. So, or like, that's so funny. I like that. I think that's brilliant.
That's genius. And sit there and record it. Javid Shah. Javid Shah. Yes, genius. Sarah, you're a genius. That's amazing. Oh my god. Yeah, video it. This should be a trend. Let's make this a trend. Okay. Yes. Wow, let's do it. Let's go. Sarah, that's amazing. Good idea. Okay, next. Wow, love that. Okay, Philly with a super chat saying open source intel on X said that Ibrahim Rezai said that the Islamic Republic will hit Israel tonight in response to Dahia. So yeah, that's a neighbor, guys. That's a neighborhood in Beirut where is Hezbollah's neighborhood in Beirut. So Israel did the thing that they were told not to do, or else there will be consequences. Israel will like, well, you're shooting rockets at my citizen. What the hell do you want me to do, right? And guys, remember, right now the internal politics within Israel is very tense, and many Israelis are expecting Israel not to just accept Hezbollah be able to bomb Israelis in northern Israel without a response. They would, and given that there is an election coming, they want Prime Minister Netanyahu needs to show that he's strong against Hezbollah. So given that Hezbollah didn't quit and they didn't accept the ceasefire, Prime Minister Netanyahu justifiably ordered the attack on the Hezbollah part of Beirut, and now the Islamic Republic is saying like, we will respond tonight. So we might see some kinetic activity tonight. I mean, we don't know. We'll see though.
Well, I mean, the breaking news is that Israel basically boomed Hezbollah headquarters in Beirut, right? Because that was the breaking news that came up when I was doing my live hit on Newsmax. So that's what she asked me about right away.
Yep. And now everybody's waiting to see if the Islamic Republic is going to respond. And if they do respond, we're going to see if that's going to be considered the end of the ceasefire. So, yeah. Exactly. And thank you, Philly, for the support.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, let me see.
Sorry, I think my voice is delayed. Do you have my voice?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I shared the news in a private chat, and actually something happened.
Oh, let me.
Sunflowers are changing the destination, and I think it's a primer thing for the roads gonna shoot at in Iran's sky.
Something's happening in Iran for sure. Here's the second one. So we're seeing some activity here. So holding pattern near Mehrabad Airport, Tehran. Okay, we'll keep an eye on this. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So guys, we might be seeing some boom booms pretty soon. We'll see. And then Mark, thank you so much, Mark, for the super chat saying Master Goldie takes on her, what is that? Padawan.
I think it's like a Star Wars reference.
Yes, it is Star Wars. Oh my god. Thank you. Armin Navabi, training him in the ways of the YouTube. the IRGC trembles as Khomeini rolls over inside the freezer. Yay, that's good. Wow. Okay, thank you. Did I pronounce that right? Sorry, guys. I should know. Yes, it is. Okay, good. Goldie is a Jedi. Yes. Master Goldie.
I don't know about that, but
oh, now we know what to do with your outfit. So I have the Monopoly Man look. Patipto has the ancient Persian warrior look. You should have like a master Jedi master
oh gosh.
look.
No, I don't think. No, I don't think that suits me.
It does. Jedi master Jedi. Yes. Okay. So thank you, Mark. And then we have Niusha. Thank you for the super chat saying episode 162 made me dream about which episode we will have when Islamic regime finally falls. Oh my God. Can you imagine? What a glorious day. What kind of episode will it be, Goldie and Armin? I'm just manifesting. Javidsha. What do you think, Goldie? What is Iran Revolution Live? What that episode is going to be like when Iran is free?
Oh my gosh, I can't even. I mean, it's going to be a lot of crying, a lot of celebration. I think a lot of screaming, just happiness, right? And then I don't know.
Yeah.
I might have to cut it short to go celebrate out in the streets or something because it's going to be like absolutely hectic. I mean, all Iranians, not just in Iran, but all around the world, right?
Would you go to the streets and I go live and we could you could come in from the streets every once in a while? Can we do that?
Yeah, because I mean, at that point, the bounty on my head won't be there anymore, right? Because no one's going to be around to pay it.
Yeah. So we will have Patipto inside Iran celebrating, you in the streets in the West celebrating, and I will basically live stream it and I'll check in with you guys and with the chat at the same time. There you go. That would be what we're going to do, right? So yeah, I'll set up the live, everything. I'll manage the live while Goldie and Patipto keep telling us what's happening with the celebrations on the ground. Okay. We got great, Nusha, because of you. Now we have a plan. See? Thank you for that. All right. And now we have another super chat. Casey, can you imagine, guys, that happening? Oh my God. Casey, thank you for the super chat saying, Armin, did you send Patipto the State Department video? Yes, because of you. Because when your super chat came, and I was like, oh crap, I didn't do that. But I sent it to him while I was going through the news, and I was listening to President Trump. Because of your super chat, I sent him the link, and then he responded as well. He was like, awesome. So you are the reason why I did share that with him. Okay, so thank you for that. Thank you for the reminder. Patipto's internet is not good, so he's keep coming in and out. And then we got another super chat by T. Thompson saying, thank you for your courage and sacrifice to carry the message of the Iran people. Thank you, Thompson. Thank you for the kind message. Saying, I have watched every Iran Revolution live since I found you through Tusi. Oh my God. Well, thank you, Tusi.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here. And thank you, Tusi, for introducing, bringing T. Thompson to us here. Great to have you here. And then Madbrick, thank you so much for the super chat saying, support people of Iran on the ground. Yes, that's what we're trying to do. That's the whole Madbrick. That's exactly the point of the Arm Us campaign that we started here on Iran Revolution Live, is to is because we think that's the best way to support them on the ground. Let me know if you agree, by the way. That's what we're trying to do. And then we got another super chat from Mark. Thank you so much, Mark, saying Trump does not want to confirm if Mujtaba is in Iran is telling of significant operational control. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah. I think they have eyes everywhere. I think that the Americans and Israelis know exactly what's happening. And I think, here's the thing. I think Mujtaba knows this. I think Mujtaba, unlike what they pretend, doesn't want to die. I think Ghalibaf. So, guys, for Mujtaba and Ghalibaf, this is not personal, right? I think, unlike what they claim, Mujtaba doesn't want to die. I think Mujtaba is traumatized. And because of the experience that he had with the explosion. And I think Ghalibaf is scared. And for them, everything that they're doing is trying to stay alive. And I think that's why Mujtaba, is not really, the only reason why he's not betraying all of the ideals of the Islamic Revolution is because if he does, he will lose his supporters. But I think Mujtaba is actually interested in a deal because he's scared of going back to military operations, because I think both Ghalibaf and Mujtaba know that it's going to be easy for the Americans and Israelis to kill them if we go to kinetic operations. So I think that they're trying to figure out how to do a deal without turning the pro-regime, without causing a second uprising of the pro-regime Iranians against them, because if that happens, they will die as well. So they're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. They think that if we don't do a deal with the Americans, they're going to kill us. But if we do a deal with the Americans, then the regime supporters will turn against us, and then the regime will be toppled, and then the Iranian people will kill us. So they're trying to figure out how to stay alive, and it's not easy. Thank you, Mark, for the super chat. And then we have Dom Dividend. Thank you so much for the support. Just a super sticker and supporting us. Thank you so much. And I love your user profile, by the way. Thank you. And then, yeah, we Iranians like lions a lot. When we see lions, we're like, that's cool. Yes. All right. And Jonathan, thank you so much for the super chat, saying, Kristen Welker, I don't know if I pronounced it right, saying BA in American history. Oh, but yeah, okay. And American history, communist history major with no idea what the US is about, doesn't believe in it as a republic, and is an activist. Wait, let me see. Was that the person who was interviewing? Is that the lady with the big crazy eyes? Oh, okay. So the interviewer of Trump. Wait, she's a communist history major with no idea what the US is about, doesn't believe in it as a republic, and is an activist. Really? I did not know about her. I just know she has she has these wide eyes when she's talking. That's the only thing I know about her. So I don't know about her history. She looks at you like she's going to, I don't know, suck your soul through her eyes for some reason. That's what I think. But yeah, I didn't know about any of that. Okay. And thank you for the super chat. And then Tin Lee, thank you so much for the super chat, saying Obama gave 1.7 billion to the Islamic Republic. President Trump created the 1.7 billion anti-weaponization fund. This is not a coincidence. Oh, you're saying the numbers being the same is not a coincidence? Interesting. Okay. All right. Thank you, Tin Lee. And then we got another super chat by Danny. Danny, thank you so much, saying, hello, Patipto from Israel. Yay, Patipto. Look at this, from Israel, getting hello from Israel. We are with you until the end. Your victory is our victory, and your loss will be our loss. Keep fighting. Stay strong. Patipto, that was for you. Is Patipto here? I think his internet is not that good. I'll tell him. Danny, I'll tell him. Yeah, I'll tell him. And thank you, Danny. And then we got Donald Johnson saying, Darude, thank you for what you do. And thank you, buddy, Donald. Thank you so much for your kind message. Darude, thank you for what you do and taught me a lot, love. Oh, taught me a lot. There's a dot there. Sorry. Taught me a lot. Love you, Goldie and Armin. Well, thank you, Donald. We love you back.
you.
And the Iranian people. And the Iranian people around the world. Oh, thank you, Donald. That's very sweet. Appreciate that. And thank you for being a member for 4 months. And then we have Mark. Mark is saying, God bless you, Patipto Aziz. It was so encouraging to hear your short speech yesterday about the progress and preparations. Payande Iran Javid Shah. Oh, thank you, Mark. I'm sure.
Thank you, Mark. Also,
there you
I'm always pleasured and honored from your comments. You're very dear to me.
Oh, Patipto, you heard that message from Israel as well? The one before it?
Yes, I do.
Okay, fantastic. Alex, well, thank you so much, Alex. And saying Javid Shah, thank you so much for the very kind and generous support, Alex. Appreciate that. That's very sweet. And then we have veteran Hoffman, member for 1 month. And again, thank you so much, Hoffman, for your service. Thank you for being a member here. And then we have Chris. Chris saying, thank you, Goldie and Armin. I've been coming across opposition to Reza Pahlavi based on the previous Savak police from the Shah. Has Reza talked on this at all, or do you a reasonable rebuttal to these arguments? Yes, I actually have been debating Savak on the Persian channel for years. So I don't know how much detail you want me to go into. And yes, Prince Reza Pahlavi has spoken about Savak, and he has written about Savak, and his father has talked about Savak and the accusations against Savak. So I don't even know how much detail you want me to go into. I'll just give you the summary of it, okay? Savak defended Iranian people. Savak defended Iran. When they closed Savak, Iran collapsed, and the mullahs managed to take away Iran from us, which I don't think it was a coincidence. I think Savak was the wall. Savak did everything in his power to stop the Iranian people to fall in the hands of communists. And they also tried to stop the Iran falling into the hands of the mullahs. They were very, very successful in stopping a Soviet communist takeover of Iran. They were very, very effective. And they did this with their hands tied, right? Because Savak was actually, relatively to other intelligence operations around the world, very, very had very, very high standards. Mohammad Reza Shah was very obsessed with ending physical torture in Iran. He was extremely obsessed, and which makes him not just ahead of every single other country when it comes to human rights in the region, because that was not even something normal in the region for you to want, but it made Iran even more progressive on a human rights perspective than some European countries at the time. So Savak at the time of Mohammad Reza Shah was obviously not perfect. There's no system that is 100% perfect. And obviously there are things that some people might have done that Mohammad Reza Shah would not approve of. Obviously, Mohammad Reza Shah, there was some disagreements between Mohammad Reza Shah and Savak regarding how harsh and how brutal they need to be, but their standards and their practices were very high from a human rights perspective compared to every other country in the region, and they were constantly getting better. And there was so much limitations on them, and there's so many lies against them. And which I don't know if I should go to. Like, we could talk about them more in more detail. If you want to come in our discussion group and talk about that, I could go into a lot more detail. But during Shah's, like, there was no physical torture, and maybe sometimes some official or some agent maybe like physically punch somebody or hit somebody, which was obviously not systemic. It was not the policy. But we've seen in Israel and United States, obviously you can't control every single agent all the time. Some people do certain things that is not government policy. But Mohammad Reza Shah was very, very successful in ending physical torture inside Iran, at least from a systemic perspective. I don't know if there are anecdotes for sure, but systemically, he was obsessed with making sure there's no. And the treatment of prisoners in Iran was ridiculously good. Like, you can see people who were terrorists that had bombings in their record were given entire painting studios in their prison, and they were released in 2 or 3 years, and with shortened sentences for good behavior all the time. There were so many accusations against, for example, prisoners in Iran during the Shah's time, and Mohammad Reza Shah challenged the international community to come and check the prisoners and investigate. There's documentaries on this that I've shown to you guys. That people go and interview this. Like, it's interesting because they ask the prisoners what's their main complaint. What was their main complaint? And their main complaint was the brand of the cigarettes that they had, and the brand of the soaps that they had. Those were some of the main complaints from the prisons, which shows you how well the conditions of the prisons were. So, what with regards to Prince Reza Pahlavi's opinions on Savak, Prince Reza Pahlavi in his book acknowledged some mistakes by Savak, but his overall position is in defense of Savak, obviously. Also, Prince Reza Pahlavi thinks that given how successful and widespread the anti-Savak propaganda is in the world right now, we should not lean into using Savak symbolism, because that's we should pick our battles. He said, like, right now we don't have time to educate the world. Basically, he says that this is going to cause more problem than benefit. So that's his position right now. He asked the Iranian people to not wear Savak costumes or bring Savak symbols. He says that's not our battle right now. When it comes to correcting history and educating people, this is not the time. That's going to take a long time. But obviously, we can educate. Like, what he means is, like, he's not saying don't educate people. Obviously, I didn't mean that he said that. I mean, he said, like, given that that's going to take a long time for people to get educated on this, I think Prince Reza Pahlavi thinks that at least right now it's not the time to bring something so controversial into the crowds, into the protests. So, but again, I don't want to go into more detail, but if you want to come talk to me about it in our discussion group, I could go into a lot more detail, and you could give me specific accusations against Savak that they're making. I have answers for every single one of them, because I have been debating this for years. And thank you, Chris. Thank you for being so interested in defending us Iranian people, and wanting to get the points to tell people. I appreciate that. And okay, the next super chat is from PC. PC saying the Iran regime thinks the Mahdi is real. He is not. He is fictional. Yeah, I mean, it's everything in Islam is fictional. So yeah, of course, I agree 100%. 100%. Thank you, PC. Fleshy Interloper with a super chat saying somewhat ceasefire means barely a ceasefire. True. That's true. Thank you, Fleshy. And then Bar Mustel is saying, thank you so much for the super chat, saying a religious man is calling for my unaliving. Is a religious man is calling for my unaliving? Oh, yes. He is. You're talking about this guy. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. Yes. Here. You're a Zionist. And he's okay. Patipto got kicked out. This guy is calling for your unaliving. Yes, because okay, now I get it. I understand. Yes, I'm sorry that, but don't worry. He will be unalived before you. So don't worry about it. But yeah, sorry that you have so many people around the world asking for your unaliving. And thank you for the super chat. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm going to call you Ale. Ale? Elsiak. I don't know. Elsie. Alicia.
I think it's either Alessia or Alicia.
Alice,
Be Alessia.
Alessia. Alessia sounds beautiful. Oh wow, it does actually sounds beautiful. I need to put it down in the names that I'm. Okay, Alessia. Hold on one second. Wow, what a beautiful name. All right, saying I love you both so much. Oh my god, thank you. And have been watching daily since January. Goldie's YouTube short from yesterday was so. Oh no! Oh my god, no, guys, this was a test for my feedback.
We
No, okay,
literally spoke
sorry.
about it in the YouTube live yesterday. So if you're disappointed, sorry, not sorry. This is something that Armin and I
Yeah.
literally spoke about. And I even
Yes.
said to Armin, I was like, I haven't made the YouTube short because you should get credit for it. And then Armin said, no, go ahead, make the YouTube short so that I could
Yes,
show
I said-
him the analytics and I could show him what I was talking about.
Yes, yes. And guys, I on purpose didn't put my name on it, I know sometimes it hurts your ego, but our ego is not as important as, Iran's liberty. So, I'm human, so sometimes when I see other people use it without mentioning me, I'm like, "Oh." But then I'm like, "What the hell, Armin? What this is not about you. This is not about you. This is about Iran. You should be happy that people are sharing it. This is not about me being able to like, yes, I did this. I mean, you guys are kind enough to give me you guys in this community are kind enough to give me the motivation, saying, Armin, you're doing a good job. That's enough. That's enough. I don't, as long as you guys are here and telling me that I'm doing a good job, I don't need the whole world to come and say I'm doing a good job. You guys give me all the motivational and morale boost that I need. I on purpose didn't put like the videos that they're sending me. I didn't put my name on it. I didn't put the name of the channel on it because I was like, maybe that would mean that more people will share it if I don't put anything on it, right? And my
I think you
priority should
should.
be.
I think, well, I mean, when you look at the big channels, Armin, I think you should put your name, like you should put a watermark in the middle. Like look at the videos from Clash Report, for example. There's always Clash Report watermarked in the center. You need to do that as well because when like your videos on X, for example, a lot of people are downloading it and uploading it and they're not giving you any credit, right? And X is one of the ways you can grow your channel as well. So just my 2 cents, but I think you're doing a fantastic job.
Thank you, Goldie. And guys, Goldie gives me so much feedback and uh, motivation and energy, and and also talks uh, tells people like, oh, Armin did this, Armin did that. I Goldie, like the relationship between me and Goldie is so one-sided. Like I have gotten so much more from Goldie than I could ever
Oh,
repay
no,
my entire
no, no,
life.
no. You've helped me out a lot too. Let's not. It's equal. It's equal. We're a
No,
great
like,
team. We work together very well.
yeah. Thank you, Goldie. But I try to, I'm human. So I obviously, like people say you should kill your ego. I think that's impossible. We're humans. Our ego is a huge part of our nature. So it's not killable. But I should control it. You know what I mean? I should like, this is not, this is about liberating Iran. This is not about me being like, hey, look at me, look at me, look at me, like, oh my god, you're so amazing. I mean, I get enough of that from you guys, so it doesn't need to get any more. So which, as if more people see it, whoever is sharing it, we have achieved our mission, right? And thank you, by the way. Yes, and thank you, Goldie, for everything. Yeah. So yeah. All right. Guys, don't be ungrateful to Goldie. Goldie has done so much for Iran.
Oh.
Like we're so lucky to have her. We're so lucky to have
Oh,
her. Yeah. John, thank you so much for the super chat saying, oh my god, that's cuneiform. Khatemichi. Oh, but okay, you wrote it in 3. Okay. So John is saying, stand firm, Potipto. We hear you and with you. مرگ بر نظام آخوند زهاکی yes جاوید شاه جاوید نام زنده باد قهرمانان پاینده ایران. And guys, that's ancient cuneiform text which is how in ancient Iran they wrote things. And I don't know what he's written that there, but ooh, guys, I need to go to our discussion group soon. So guys, let's go through these fast. I'm gonna be shorter in my responses. Erickson is saying, but in their mind, they are winning. And if they are winning, they can't blame Israel and America for the economy. So they can, if they wanted to, because they could be like, yeah, we're suffering economically, but that's not losing, because our measurements of victory is otherworldly. It's basically spiritual. Like these people think of food and lifestyle. That's not how we measure success. We measure success by Islam winning and by crushing the enemies of Islam. So, and we're strong, and we could. I mean, they speak on behalf of the Iranian people who are suffering, and they have no right to do that. But they say like we don't care. We could have our fridges. Yeah, so they could blame Israel and United States for the economic conditions if they wanted to, and then also say, well, we're still not losing. But I think they're purposefully deciding to choose to blame Pezeshkian because there's a strategy there. But that's a good point, Erickson. That's a good point that you brought that up. Good question. Mark is saying, LOL, the tech gods have brought us a message. They say, bepish, bepish. Okay. No, that was Goldie trolling us. I know. Like, she's going to deny it, but that was her trolling us.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah. Well, no, you were, because I kept on saying that when it comes to Tusi, it wasn't me who made that video with you as a belly dancer.
It was you.
I am not. See, okay, you. So then that was you. Then you were really. So then that was you.
Fine,
too.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay, there you go. Okay. All right. And then we have the underdog saying, Javid Armin. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. Javid, the underdog. Javid, everyone here. How about that? Thank you. And then Mark with the 5 membership gifts for the people in the for Liberty Politics. Thank you guys. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate that. And then you also with the comment saying 5 memberships as thanks for saying my super chat was epic. Well, okay. Well, thank you, Mark. Oh my God, that's nice. And then we got Sherry saying, I am back from my trip. Oh, Sherry's back. Miss you all so much. Sherry's back.
Welcome
Amazing.
back.
Welcome back. Hopefully you enjoyed your trip. And then PC saying, Goldie, Wikipedia bias in its article on you, just like it's bias. Oh,
people hate me on Wikipedia. That's fine. Yeah, it's nonsense. It's nonsense. According to Wikipedia, I'm like a criminal, so it's all good. Whatever. No one cares about Wikipedia anyway.
Okay.
That just means I'm doing something right, because people are so triggered by me that they literally go to my Wikipedia and they like put all this like nonsense about me. So it's all good.
Okay. All right. And then we have Yuli. Yuli is saying, when Iran sorry if I mispronounced your name. Yulia is saying, when Iran becomes free, we need to establish a new holiday. The third Purim. Okay. Yes, that's good. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I think the day that the regime falls is going to be our Independence Day, our founding of our rebirth. Yeah. I think that would be the day. And then Lisa with a super chat saying, I came from 2CTV2. I want to thank you, Goldie and Armin, for all you do to educate all of us. I have been here 2 months, joined the channel. Well, thank you, Lisa. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for being here.
And then we have Mir with the super chat saying, reports in Israel about new Mossad chief Goffman firing his vice that was appointed the regime change mission. Oh, wait. Reports in Israel about his vice that was appointed the regime change mission. Well, I mean, I don't know what's going on there. Maybe we could talk about it in the discussion group. But I know that the new Mossad head is also in his speech, he was as committed for regime change in Iran as the older one, or maybe I'm mistaken. I'm going to ask my Israeli friends about this, because I know the previous Mossad head was very committed to. He has had a multi-year plan for the fall of the Islamic Republic. So hopefully the new Mossad chief is as committed as well. I need to talk to our group. We guys in our discussion group, it's not just like Iran experts. We have America experts, American politics experts, we have military experts, we have Israel politics experts, we have UK politics experts, like Nail Bunny there. So we have a lot of people there. So, and we now have also Cuba expert. So when you come there, you could ask about Iran, you could ask about Israel. There's usually people there that could answer your questions. And then KK with a $10 sticker, K Carnet. Well, thank you for the support. Okay, and then we have another super chat by Casey saying Mushali is definitely freezer burnt by now. Yes, it's fresh. Oh my god, guys! Like it must be stinky. Like you're not supposed to have a body out in the freezer for that long, are you? Like I don't know. Like it's maybe I don't know. Maybe there's not much of him left. I'm wondering, like, if you go to freezer and try to find Ali Khamenei, it's like just a bit of like this big of a pile of flesh, just on like a plate or something in the fridge or something, next to the sandwich. Be careful, whoever is operating that, don't mix them. Okay, and then we have. People are saying gross. Sorry for that image. Okay. And then Robert first, our first honorary Iranian, saying God bless you for educating the world. And also first, yes, Robert is the honorary first honorary Iranian on our channel. Thank you, Robert, and thank you so much for always supporting us. And then Amir with a super chat saying you're doing a great job. Well, thank you, Amir. Thank you. Amir, you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job as a mod. And also, you're doing a great job as a motivator, as an information providing from your perspective, as an Israeli, and also as a mod. So you're doing a great job. Thank you, Amir. We have the best mods on these channels. And then Todd, thank you so much for the super chat, saying Goldie is giving you great advice. You are a great team. She does give me great advice. I'm so lucky, guys. I know this, okay, because I've looked into this. The information that Goldie gives me regarding what to do to improve my YouTube channel is like really expensive. Like I've been looking at hiring experts, and they charge thousands of dollars to give me what Goldie gives for free to me. So it's true.
Maybe I should start like a YouTube channel consulting thing.
Oh yeah. There's
like
a guy
my tagline would be I grew my YouTube channel over 200,000% in 6 months.
True. That's actually that might be a good idea. Okay. But do that, but I would be, for me it would be free, right?
Oh, 100%, of course.
Okay. I was gonna say, well, then don't do it if you. Okay, good. That's good.
Oh no, I'm at 300. So yeah, my tagline would be I grew my YouTube channel 300,000% in 6 months.
Yes. See, I was worried because people are like, Armin, you just lost your free expert. I'm like, no, oh no, I shouldn't have said how much this cost. Okay.
No, for you it's free. Happy to do it. Happy to help any way I can.
Yeah, thank you. And then PC with a super chat saying a family legend says our Iranian Jewish ancestors moved there in 70 AD after temple was lost at hands of Titus. Free run. Really? Wow. That's a pretty amazing ancestry to have. Wow, you're a legend, PC. Amazing. Wow, guys, we have somebody with a legendary historical lineage here in our chat. That's pretty impressive. Okay, guys, look at this. You know what's coming up. So guys, we have our discussion happening very soon. Our VIP session is happening soon. By the way, guys, at some point I'm going to make the VIP and premium session just for a short time, half price, so that we get a few more people, because I don't want the VIP section to be too busy. However, we have free segments. Okay, you don't have to pay anything to join our discussions. So today's discussion group is going to be for our VIP members. However, if you go to our calendar section and you want to come talk to us in our group calls, we have daily group calls. We're getting to a point where we have multiple daily group calls. But tomorrow our group calls is going to be free. So this is 12 p.m. is me, and then we have this Ali is going to be 6 p.m. Pacific time. You could come talk to him. We're adding a new person. His name is Guy. And he's an Israeli expert from Israel. So we're going to add those segments as well. So you could come talk to him about Israeli stuff. But right now, within the next, oh my God, I'm actually late. I should be there right now. So this segment is going to start right now, which you could come talk to me. Tomorrow's segment is going to be free. Let me put the link to our discussion group in the chat. So you could come join us over there. And by the way, Patipto, you're VIP, so you could come at any segments, premium, VIP, free ones, anytime you want. Okay, and yeah, fantastic. Guys, yesterday we have Patipto. It was amazing. Everybody was just talking to Patipto. Are you coming today, Patipto?
Actually, Armin, I'm trying my best to join, but I think I'm going to miss first hour, but I'm trying my best to join for next hour, last hour.
Second hour. Okay. Patipto will be there for the second hour there with us. Okay, fantastic. So guys, the discussion group, the link is in the chat. It's also on the QR code in the top right corner of the screen, and it's also in the bio of my YouTube channel, Liberty Politics. So hopefully I'll see you guys there either today or tomorrow. And you could also see it being live streamed on Liberty Politics YouTube channel. So I'll have it there as well. All right, Goldie, what are you going to be doing? You're muted.
I'm doing a live stream in a couple of hours, and then going to watch a space documentary with my sister.
Amazing. Fantastic. Yeah. Oh. Nerding out. I love it. Okay.
Pretty much.
All right, guys. So yeah, that was us, and we'll see you again same time tomorrow. So until then, Goldie, can I do the long version that I do today?
Sure.
Okay. So because usually I do the long version on Liberty Politics, so I just wanted people to see it's getting longer and longer. So one day we're gonna fit in Taiwan here as well. We'll see. So this is the long version, guys. Say, I'm Israel Chai, Slava Ukrainia, Cuba Libre, Long Live America.
God bless America.
Javid Shah.
Payande Iran.
See
you guys later.
غرق انقلاب است.
کشور ما، تاریخ ما در سیدگر فرا گرفته، گویی اهورا مستا دوباره در نور خود مرا گرفته. اکنون سرودی سر میدهم باز فارغ از رنج و تشویش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. هن ای پدر، هن ای پسر، برخیز و باماش و همگام. درد آن تجربه تلخ ما را نکشیده در آب. بگذار هر دم بغرند گرگ‌ها دم لباس میش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. ای کارگر، ای برزگر، راحت کنون ادامه دارد در این زمان که پرتو یزدان از ترسو بر تو میبارد پس پیش به سوی آزادی از بحر خزر تا کیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش خلقا به پا بهر دفاع از استقلال و آزادی تا بشکنیم پشت ارتجاع تیریزی ویران آبادی تا زنده سازیم سنت‌های ملی از من آلین و کیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش
با امید روزی که تمام این دلبشو و انقلاب تموم بشه و ما در روشنایی، نور و سعادت مردم کشورمون غرق بشیم.
نه خارجی نه بیگانه نه مستشارهای ویرانی نه چیر خاران نه کاسلیسان فقط هم رزمان ایرانی ما با شرافت میهنی بسازی بهر فرزندان خویش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش مردان بیایید داخل صف ما اکنون که آغاز رویاست دشمنان بدانید ما زنده هستیم بعد از ما هم ایران پابرجاست آن روح شیطان ما را فریب داد با صد شعار مردمیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش پرچم ما پرچم ایران غرق خون شهیدان روی شانه هامان حمل میکنیمش در هر خیابان و میدان تا ماسک دلقکان را برداریم از روی تسبیح و ریش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش